Peeps, we are in the home stretch of some big changes for the channel that we'll get into here in the next few weeks. But today we wanted to check in with you because it's been a little while. Obviously, it's only March, so we still have 5.5 months before Halloween Horror Nights begins. But speculation season is already in full effect. We're already reading tons of rumors about what's coming to Halloween Horror Nights this year, HHN 34, 2025. So we wanted to check in today with a little HHN news and rumors video. Most of the rumors we're going to chat about today were featured on the speculation map posted by Hollowed Out Horror on Twitter, but have also been posted and seen in multiple places, which leads a little bit more credence to the speculation. So first off, let's talk about Hamikuma, which is a zombified teddy bear that has actually been featured the last 4 years at Halloween Horror Nights in Universal Studios Japan. Popular character, this is zombified teddy bear. He's got like stuff sticking out of him. He's got his eye hanging out. Now, Hollowed Out Horror is speculating that Hamikuma will be featured in both Hollywood and Orlando this year because Universal Studios has filed trademarks for him to appear in the USA as a character in both merch and as a costumed performer, which does kind of seem like maybe it would point to an appearance of the character at this upcoming year's event or maybe future events. Next up, I've seen it mentioned in a number of places that The Last of Us will be returning with The Last of Us Part 2. Now, as a reminder, the previous Last of Us house in Halloween Horror Nights was based on the video game, not necessarily the HBO TV series. Lots of similarities, the characters even look alike, which was the intention of the HBO series, is to have actors and costumes that very much mirror the visuals of the video game. But I would imagine that if Last of Us does return to Halloween Horror Nights this year, it would be more based on part 2 of the video game, not necessarily season 2 of the HBO series. Next up, let's talk about the Wyatt 6. The Wyatt 6 are a group of wrestlers in the WWE who came together after the death of Bray Wyatt in August 2023. Bo Dallas, the younger brother of Bray Wyatt, is the leader of the Wyatt 6, and it features a number of characters in costumes. It's very horror-inspired. I've seen online a lot of concern or not necessarily interest in this property featured at an upcoming Halloween Horror Nights, but if you look at the visuals of the characters, they really are very creepy. I think it could make for a very interesting haunted house. Of course, there's the rumor we've seen in multiple places that Terrifier and Art the Clown could be coming to this year's Halloween Horror Nights event. After 3 very successful movies, especially the second and third movie, and a 4th movie on the way, but planned for 2026, could this be the year that Art the Clown and his extreme gore kills are featured at Halloween Horror Nights? We'll see. Five Nights at Freddy's has been rumored to come to Halloween Horror Nights since the movie came out. However, obviously the property itself and costumed characters like that are very hard to translate to a haunted house. After not working out when it was previously rumored, could they be coming this year, especially with Five Nights at Freddy's 2 planned for later this year? It's possible, but this one, I don't know. I take this one a little bit more with a grain of salt because I think the complexity of bringing that to life in a haunted house environment and still being scary does tend to lend itself to maybe a lot more difficulty than your average haunted house. And the final IP that I want to talk about today is Fallout. Fallout is also rumored to be a Halloween Horror Nights house this year. Now, it could be based on the Amazon original series, or it could be based on the video game. Hard to say because we're just talking about rumors right now, but it's, a post-apocalyptic drama, set in Los Angeles, post-nuclear decimation, and could really lend itself to an interesting Horror Nights house, especially because we have seen some, post-apocalyptic nuclear type houses in the past, and so Fallout would kind of fall in line with that, but be based on a very popular IP. Fallout was a very popular TV show with season 2 on the way. The only non-IP house that I kind of wanted to talk about today was this Demon Cowboys that you see listed on the Hollowed Out Horror speculation map. This one is of particular interest to me because I'm wondering if it's based on the kind of cowboy bounty hunters or demon bounty hunters that we saw at last year's Halloween Horror Night event in Slaughter Cinema 2. Hatchet and Chains, the demon bounty hunters, were one of the properties, created by Halloween Horror Nights and featured in that house as a B movie. And it's a property that I kind of took to. I think it sounds like a lot of fun, and I'm wondering if that's also true of the creative minds behind Halloween Horror Nights, and they're looking at expanding it into more of its full own house. And I don't know if that's the case. It just listed as Demon Cowboys here on the speculation map, but if it's true, I think this one has a dark horse potential to be a lot of fun. And finally, even though not on the speculation map, but certainly a potential, we hope to see Megan return this year, especially with Megan 2.0 coming out later this year. And, Megan being such a popular character for Halloween Horror Nights over the last few years. We actually talked about Megan and her potential return in another video, so I will link that at the end of this. So what do you think? What are you most looking forward to from the rumors we discussed today? And, is there anything that you're hearing that we didn't mention? We don't have any inside sources. We're just kind of looking at what's online. But hopefully, you're hearing some of the same rumors. Lots of stuff today was actually pretty interesting. I'm actually kind of interested in this Hamikuma thing. Interested in some of the properties that could be coming. So what about you? What are you most interested in? Let us know in the comments down below. And while you're there, give us a thumbs up on this kind of video. It lets us know that you like this type of content so that we can produce more of it. Hit the subscribe button and the little notification bell so that you know when we release more of that content. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next time.